What's up, guys? Welcome to Parlay Power Hour for October 11, 2021. Grant, I got to change the date. You take the intro today.
You got to change the date. The intro for today, Tanner, this is Parlay Power Hour. And first things first, we want to apologize for missing Friday's show. Tanner was in transit. He was going back home to Connecticut. Thought he might be fleeing the Red Sox and the whole New England area. But, hey, they bounced back, and now they're up 2-1 in the series, and they've got a chance to close out the race tonight. Tanner, I know you're super excited about that. But you do have Erod going for you tonight, so I'm sure that's a little concerning.
It's been stressful. It's been a stressful morning, honestly. I was just outside watching the Boston Marathon, got to see the elite runners go by. But yeah, I was walking past Fenway Park, and I'm like, shit, Erod's pitching tonight, and Erod's not good at baseball. So it could be a rough night for us. But honestly, like Jeff Passan tweeted, 72% of the time, baseball players, or 72% of the time in the division series, the team that wins Game 3 is going to go out and close the series off and win the league championship series. If the Boston Red Sox don't win tonight, I don't believe that's going to happen. They need to win tonight. They need to finish off in Boston. You don't want to go back to Tampa Bay for one game, even though realistically, like Tampa Bay is not like a rowdy environment. You want to finish them off here. You got them on one knee. You got to take them out back, bring them out back, boom, finish them off, and send them home.
Who would be pitching for the Sox in Game 5?
Sale.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's Christopher
Sale day. You know what though? Can we talk about playoff Nate for a second? How good he is.
He's been better than Sale.
Oh, he's been. If you go in the league championship, you're starting.
Playoff Nate.
Playoff Nathan Eovaldi. Grant, it's been a stressful morning for me. I didn't sleep last night, honestly, after that game. It was like the game started at 4. It didn't end until like 10 o'clock. It was a roller coaster of emotions. And then who would have thought Christian freaking Vasquez hits a home run. Yeah, the ground rule double, which that rule was correct, I guess, because he was not halfway between second and third when the ball left the yard, like on the bouncing off him. So apparently it was the right ruling, but that was a gift. And I was like, if you don't go out and win it this inning, you're not going to win. That's what it comes down to. So it was a great game. Going back tonight, very excited about that. So we'll see. We're Red Sox.
I've got a question for everybody out there. Tanner and I we're in constant admiration of Wander Franco, but Tanner tweeted praise for him and used the Rays hashtag. And look at his outfit right now. I feel like as a Red Sox fan, you shouldn't be allowed to use the opposing team's hashtag.
I'm a baseball fan, first of all, Grant. I'm a baseball fan, number one. I'm a Red Sox fan first, but I'm a baseball fan. Real recognizes real. I'm the realest blogger in the game. He's the realest baseball player in the game. So real recognizes real. Hashtag raise up.
So you and Wander Franco are just two peas from the same pod.
I'm actually older than him. He's my son.
I'm older than him too.
You're younger than me. Aren't you younger than me?
Yeah, but we're the same age. You just like to think that you're basically retired by now.
I'm turning 29 in 2 weeks now, so I'm very excited. FanDuel $2,000 risk-free bet, guys. Links in the description below. They bumped it up to $2,000. They just said, "Hey, you know what? The people don't want the picks, Grant.
People need the picks."
I'm right. People need a $2,000 risk-free bet too, so they bumped it up for you guys. Make sure you check that out. This is the best hour of your day, and this is October 11th. We were a little confused on that to start the day. But it is October 11th, 2021. It's the day that the Red Sox advanced to the American League Championship Series. So very excited about that. Grant, let's start with you. This was a risk bet. This should have been our risk bet, but you're taking on the money line. Giants money line plus 184 versus Los Dodgers. Max Scherzer day. Max Scherzer versus Alex Wood going against his old team.
Yep. Tanner wanted to steal this and make this the risk-free bet, but I said absolutely not. I've believed in the Dodgers all year long. I believed in the Giants all year long. You're not going to steal them now when they've got such amazing odds against the Dodgers. This series is tied at 1-1. Giants won the first game 4-0. Dodgers won the second one 9-2. So, I mean, both teams have shown what they can do. There's no real clear indication on what's going to go down. You got Max Scherzer going against Alex Wood. Everybody knows what Max Scherzer represents. But Alex Wood was good this year, 10-4 with a 3.8 ERA. ERA isn't anything, sensational, but the team's 10-4 when he pitches. So I just think that this is going to be a very close game. We saw Max Scherzer only lasted about 5 innings. And I say only, that's not like it was nothing. He did only allow 1 earned run, but he was getting into some trouble towards the end of his appearance. You could see he was pissed off when he had to get taken out against the Cardinals. You could say Waino outdueled Max Scherzer in that, but I think Alex Wood is going to have a decent performance. The over-under, I believe, was set at 7.5 last I checked. I think we're going under here. I think the Giants, I keep messing that up. I think the Giants pull out a close one, maybe somewhere in the 8th or 9th inning, kind of goes down to the end of the wire. I do think the Dodgers will win the next one, and we get a Game 5 in this series.
I don't know. I mean, I think the Dodgers going home too. That they're back at home, right? Playing at Dodger Stadium is different than playing at Oracle Park. So I kind of like the Dodgers in this game. Now, I wouldn't take them at minus 220. There's no way I would touch that. So, I mean, the odds make you pick the Giants tonight. But with Scherzer on the bump in LA, I kind of like the Dodgers, Grant. So I'm going to go against you there. That's why we have a good show, though.
I normally, I love Max Scherzer, but he looked vulnerable against the Cardinals, and the Giants have given the Dodgers more trouble than any other team this year. And they're, they were the best team in baseball, statistically speaking. So I think, Max Scherzer's amazing, but I think they can get a couple runs off him.
There you go. All right, we're going to the game that matters. There's one game on the schedule that matters today. It's at 7:07 p.m. from Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. It's the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Grant, this pitching matchup is going to be a sharpshooter. We look at Colin McHugh and Eduardo Rodriguez in the playoffs. They've each pitched in 1.2 innings of baseball against the opponents. So, like, Rodriguez pitched against the Rays, McHugh pitched against the Red Sox. Colin McHugh 0-1 with a 16.2 ERA. Eduardo Rodriguez 0-1 with a 10.8 ERA and a 2.4 whip. So that means he allows 2.4 base runners per inning. So that's really not good. Now, again, these are inflated. They're inflated because they've only thrown 1.2 innings in playoff stats, blah, blah, blah. But listen, the bottom line is Eduardo Rodriguez has not been good all year. Eduardo Rodriguez has been trash all year. I think Colin McHugh's been better than Eduardo Rodriguez. So he's been their closer, right? It's going to be a bullpen game for the Rays.
Colin McHugh has actually been good. I mean, he had a 1.55 over 70 innings. I think he was 6-1 too.
And you know what? Yesterday we looked at this game, Grant. I want to say something. Garrett Richards was booed, and he's not even on the team right now. He's hurt, and he was booed. I thought that was disrespectful that Garrett Richards was booed at Fenway Park. But anyways, I mean, Red Sox money line. The bottom line is momentum is on their side. You got to go with your gut sometimes. I think the Red Sox win tonight. That's what it comes down to. You're riding high off that Christian Vasquez. Who expected Christian Vasquez, who has 6 home runs all year, to hit one over the Green Monster with the season on the line? I love that. We got to shut down Randy Arozarena. Got to shut down Brandon Lau. He had a homer yesterday. Austin Meadows. Got to shut down this lineup. It's not going to be easy at night. But again, Red Sox are better in a lot of categories than the Tampa Bay Rays. The Tampa Bay Rays just win games. They have a lot better pitching. But again, the way Kevin Cash manages, he doesn't let guys go through the order more than twice. So we got to factor this stuff in. Realistically, when we take a step back and we look at this game, Grant, the Red Sox should always beat the Tampa Bay Rays because baseball comes down to money, and Red Sox spend more money on players. But that people didn't think that was going to be the case going into it. If you saw actually on TalkingBoston.com the other day, Red Sox in 4, Boston in 4. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Comes true tonight.
Tanner, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think it will too. I mean, the Rays are a good team, and we've known this about the Rays, right? We've said it. At least I've certainly believed this. The Rays don't jump off the page in statistical categories. They just win, and that's honestly more impressive than leading the league in runs or leading the league in ERA. If you can, kind of underperform across the board and still have one of the best records in baseball, that means that you're just a team that wins games. But one thing we saw in that last game was they were dependent upon a 20-year-old rookie to bring them back into that game. And I know Wander Franco is sensational. This isn't to discredit him. But that team, you got to put up more of a fight there. I mean, now you're facing elimination against a Red Sox team that, they were the 4th seed in their division a couple weeks ago. So the fact that they've pushed them this far, I think that beating the Yankees in Fenway gave the Red Sox a ton of motivation. I think they're going to close them out tonight, Tanner.
Yeah, I mean, the series isn't over yet. The bottom line is the Rays are dangerous. They only got to win 2 games in a row, and then they go back to Tampa Bay if they win tonight, but they got to close it out. Grant, we talked about Wander Franco being 20 years old, but I mean, I'm going to make a bold statement here. I think he's going to be better than Mike Trout. I think he's going to be, and I don't think that's that bold of a statement. Dude's 20 years old and he's playing at like such an elite level. He's so smooth. Everything he does. Like I was afraid when Wander Franco came up to the plate last night.
I'll tell you why it's a bold statement, Tanner. individual awards favor headliners, electric players type of deal, right? Like Mike Trout, I mean, look at past MVPs. A lot of them lead the league in home runs, and then in the NBA, you had James Harden, you have Steph Curry. It's the flashy guys. LeBron was the best player for a long time, but he didn't win MVPs for the past 10 years. So Wander Franco isn't necessarily a power hitter yet. I know he's only 20. He could obviously develop into that, but he's more of a consistent guy. He's not a super flashy guy. So I don't know if he can. I mean, Mike Trout already has 3 MVPs.
Mike Trout's not flashy at all. If we're talking about flashy, though, I mean, Wander Franco, 370 games, 288, 347, 463 as a 20-year-old. That's better than Mike Trout.
It is better than Mike Trout, but I'm saying Franco. Basically, the bottom line is he's got to start hitting more than 7 home runs in a season. And I know he's 20, so I'm not at all saying he can't do it. I'm just saying to have a career like Mike Trout. Mike Trout has already won 3 MVPs. So to say that I think he's be better than Mike Trout, he still has a lot to prove to get to that level.
No, I think he's going to be better than Mike Trout, though, Grant. I said it. I'm not afraid of it.
Gloria. I think that's a lot. Hi, Gloria.
How's it going, Gloria? How about them Red Sox? Gloria's team Red Sox, so I can't lie about that. All right. Bottom line is Wander Franco and Kyle Schwarber to have a hit. If you really want to feel real risky, you can pick Kyle Schwarber to have a home run. I mean, he pretty much just hits home runs in every game. I want to apologize to Kyle Schwarber, though. By the way, there's no odds on FanDuel yet. They're waiting for the lineups to be put in because they didn't know what pitcher was pitching for the Rays. That was just announced. So FanDuel, those prop bets should be up in a little bit. I am sorry, Kyle Schwarber. At the trade deadline, I said, you are not going to help us win a championship in any way whatsoever. And you have been the best signing at the trade deadline. Like, keep Kyle Schwarber in Boston. Keep him in Boston for another year. We need him here. So I got to apologize to Kyle Schwarber. He's been sensational this year.
Can I say something too? What? In that I think it was against the Yankees. I think it was the game against the Yankees where I really noticed it, right? Kyle Schwarber goes up to the plate. First of all, he just got to Boston a couple months ago. You're in a best of 1, and he goes up there, and he just looks like the most relaxed, confident man in the world. And that's the game where he went yard, right?
Yeah,
he went yard. So, I mean, just his whole persona. He looks so relaxed. He looks so in control of everything. He's hitting .375 through the first 4 games here. So, I mean, props to him.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. Kyle Schwarber. I mean, he's the man. Now we got Trey Turner, 2+ hits, +130. Bottom line here, Trey Turner is the best hitter on the Dodgers. He's not been the best hitter in the playoffs so far. Career off Alex Wood. He's 3 for 11. He's got a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, 273, 333, 636, 970. Dude is feeling it at the plate off Alex Wood. I think he does it again today. And the Dodgers win tonight. Grant, you don't disagree. You would disagree with the Dodgers winning, but I like the Dodgers to win, and we both like this prop.
Yeah, Trey Turner, Tanner, I want to correct you. He hasn't been the best hitter on the Dodgers. He's been the best hitter in Major League Baseball.
Okay.
So anytime you can get him for 2+ hits, go for it, honestly. I mean, I did it a couple days ago, and it worked out well for me. So I got faith. Like I said, I mean, Wood is, good. The team wins, but it's not because he throws a bunch of shutouts. So I think Dodgers are going to hit off him, but I don't think they're going to score a bunch. But Trey Turner's not a slugger. Trey Turner's hit a single and get on base guy. So I think he can do that.
He better. I had him in a parlay the other night. Trey Turner to get 1 hit, and he was 1 for 5. It was a rough one, but he pulled
so he covered.
He covered. Damn right he covered. So I got the parlay. Nice little parlay win. It was Julio Urias to go 3+ strikeouts. He had 4. Who pitched for the Guzman to have 4. Guzman had 7, and then Dodger win, and Trey Turner a single. Nice little plus. It was like +150 odds. Pretty good.
Wait, yeah. Tanner, I have a question. Did you have Julio Urias to hit an RBI double?
If I would have had that, it would have been like a $1,000 payout because nobody expected that. And they walk before they walked to get to Urias, and then Urias made him pay, right? Yeah.
Yep. He brought him in.
All right, Grant. Final thoughts here.
Final thoughts for today.
I'm so tired right now from that baseball game yesterday. I'm drained.
My final thought, Tanner. I hate to keep bringing it up, but these guys right here, Virginia Tech sucks. We had an 11-point lead against Notre Dame at home with 3 minutes left and lost the game. It's a damn shame. There's not. I mean, there is so much more to it, but you don't want to hear it. They just suck.
You covered though, right?
No. The game was it was -1. Like,
yeah, you were favored. Oh,
well, it was -1 either way. Like, it kept going back and forth, but we ended up losing by 3, I think. So,
all right, here's my final thought for today: the Boston Red Sox, one game for all the marbles. One game. No, you didn't expect them to be here. Will Reed didn't expect them to be here. You know what? F you guys. They're here right now, Grant. Nobody expected them to be here. The whole team had COVID-19. The whole team was written off by the writers, written off by Major League Baseball. You know, hell, we had dudes playing that we didn't even know who they were. Like, hardcore Red Sox fans had no clue who these prospects were that were playing at some point because the whole team had COVID. Give the whole team COVID, Grant. You know what? Adversity. They had adversity early. This is nothing. You got to go out and win one baseball game. 13-inning game yesterday. That wasn't adversity. Adversity is giving the whole team COVID-19, Grant. And they're still here, and they're going to finish the series off tonight. Go Red Sox. Comment. Yes, VTech lost for me. Gloria.
Gloria, listen. As a Virginia Tech student who, in addition to all this, also works as a Virginia Tech writer, columnist, whatever, never, ever bet on Virginia Tech.
No, that's not true. I lost money on North Carolina this year because Virginia Tech beat them, and you told me North Carolina was a lock. It wasn't.
Well, Tanner, you know what's – I mean, our offensively, I was right. Did you know Virginia Tech is the only team in the ACC averaging less than 5 yards per play? Like, It is just horrifying what our offense is. So you should never pick them. And they have talent. That's why we beat North Carolina. We have talent. We should be a top 15 team, but we're just not. So never bet on them. That's my advice.
You know what? I want to give a shout out to Gloria just said she won't do it again. I want to give a shout out.
That's for sure.
I want to give a shout out to Saeed. I might actually clip this and put it on my Instagram just so he can, repost it and all that. I want to give a little shout out to Saeed. I got to show you, Grant. This was funny. He tweeted at me like 2 days before the series started, I think, or it might have been game 1 after the Rays won. He tweeted at me something. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. But he said, oh, here we go. So it was sale day was game 2, right? And the Red Sox posted this like fire motivational clip. Like I was ready to run through a brick wall. I was ready to go take my head and slam it on a brick wall and then run through it at the same time. And Saeed Escalante tweeted at me. He said, L day, like L day, get it? And I responded to him, I didn't know you guys were still in the playoffs, ? And he never liked it. He never acknowledged it. And I have not heard from Saeed since. So I think Saeed was a fake fan of Parlay Power Hour. I don't think he was here for the picks. I think he was here just to talk shit about the Yankees. And you know what? Took care of them last week. Same thing's going to happen to Tampa Bay Rays tonight. So you know what, Grant? Go Red Sox. We're still here. Kyle Schwarber is the greatest hitter of all time. Garrett Richards is a beast reliever. Xander Bogaerts is a stud. Christian Vasquez is a stud. Bobby Dahlbeck, you got to learn how to hit the baseball. Bobby Dahlbeck struck bad strikeout last night for him. But you know what? It's just I love this team. Kyle Schwarber had the air. Did you see that? The first base flipping it to the pitch. That was so bad. And then he was funny after that. Grant, this team's special. There's some you can't write this team up. This team's going to win the World Series. Honestly, this team is going to win the World Series because it's that kind of team. Nobody's been able to put them away. They've been on one knee and they keep getting back up. And now you know what? The Tampa Bay Rays are on one knee. And they're going to find out what it's like to go out back and get finished off tonight, Grant.
I picked them to win. I don't disagree.
There we go. All right, Grant. That was Parlay Power Hour. October 11, 2021. One thumb, one finger, one pinky. All love. Go Red Sox. We're going to the American League Championship Series. And that's the bottom line because Parlay Power Hour said so.